Let me know in the chat. Are we ready? Don't mind about the numbers. The numbers is not the most important thing. The numbers is those that are ready to learn. Freedom is our main goal. Okay. We all believe that financial freedom is our main goal. Why we are here. Why is this having a backup? Yeah, it's things are not easy. Um, but I want to start it again over. Okay. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? I know you are 12, but it's okay, guys. Can you see my screen? That's what don't focus on the numbers. I'll not repeat this. This is just something short I want to do here. Okay. I may not have the time to repeat it anywhere. So don't focus on the people that are in the training. So the numbers, if they come, it's okay. If they don't come, let me do this very fast. They skip that, and I will not repeat it. Okay. Because you see, prosperity is not for everyone. Okay, now you have started your crypto journey and you have chose us to be your partnering team. We are not the best, but we just try our best. Okay. I have not gone to any university where I have studied cryptocurrencies. I have learned crypto through my mistakes and basically on the street. And what I teach is what I have learned through myself. So I cannot say that what I'm teaching you is something that I went to school about, 120. So you really have a choice. 128.96, 128.96. Just a minute as people still come in. So what I teach, ladies and gentlemen, I have not gone to school to learn. I need to put my points clear. And the group is full generally. I don't have another group. I request you to use the Telegram channel. Okay. So let me see if I get the money on the account. Then I share the screen. You want to cancel running order, just tap on sell and sell the order. Just tap on sell if it is spot, just tap on close if it is futures. Then you tap on market price and close the order. Okay. Let me share my screen. I hope what I want to share is ready. So before I share my screen, let's start from here. So you have started your crypto journey. You have subscribed for your royal queue. You have entered our community, which is the crypto ambassadors. You are studying crypto. Friday lessons generally are meant to bring a lot of questions around the crypto market space to help you understand crypto. So it's a general training. It's not all about royal queue, but it's a general training. In the future, I'm going to add some more ingredients to make it better. And so you have attended our 7:30 Zooms. You are able to trade crypto. Make sure you build a community around you that is studying crypto, trading crypto. So it's a community that does that. At the end of the day, when you make some profit, you need to hold crypto assets so that you get financial freedom. When you are a hodler on purpose, you are not hodling to chase profit. Am I speaking to someone? Someone who is hodling on purpose is like, I'm buying that piece of land, but I'm not willing to sell it. Does that make sense? I was listening to my mentor, one of the best mentors I have ever met, that is Robert Kiyosaki. I've met him not physically, but through his social media platforms, through his books, he has written several of them. He was discussing, I think yesterday, part one, about 2030, and said by 2030, one Bitcoin will be $1 million. And all of you will agree with me that even if you are good at saving, it's not easy to save $1 million, especially here in our economy in Africa. But if you have $1 million in your assets, I hope you are good to go. Let me know in the chat if that is right. If you have $1 million in your assets, I hope it's a good uh, a good a good a good approach. Hope it's a very good approach. If you have $1 million in assets, yes, there could be people who have more, but you having $1 million in assets is very key. So today, I'm just going to travel with you a step-by-step process because every Friday in a week, I buy some Bitcoin. So I want to travel with you a step-by-step process on how you could also make a personal decision on how to start stacking some Bitcoin from the profits you make, whether your profits are from team building, whether your profits are from trading. So throughout the week, all the money I make from my trading and from my team building on Friday morning, I use that money to buy some Bitcoin, okay? Specifically Bitcoin. I don't, Friday, I buy cryptocurrencies twice a week. I buy cryptocurrencies and I've just started. So I buy cryptocurrencies every Friday and every Sunday. And my goal is never to sell these assets. Are we ready to learn that, ladies and gentlemen? I see we have few, but let's go. Are we ready to learn that? So I'm gonna just take you through a step-by-step process. Curious if I ask if you have set up a video for HTX futures, not yet, but I think I need to do that. Okay, so let me take you through a step-by-step process on how I do that. I use hot wallets. I have not yet come up with hardware wallets, but let me travel with you. I'm gonna share my screen and I travel with you that journey. Someone is saying the 1x strategy is going to be launched today. The strategy is on, my brother. The strategy is on. We are sending signals of 1%. I don't know why people think that there is a special strategy. The strategy is on, the videos are on, so there is nothing special. The rules I discussed today, they apply to that strategy. And like I have discussed, there is no special. I think I've shared the video on how to set up the strategy. So let me first start from here again. So what I will do, basically, I'll come to the Play Store and I'll download a hot wallet. My easiest one is called Phantom. And this is a Phantom wallet. Are we on topic? I saw a lot of questions, but I'll answer later. Those who started with me, are we together? Drop me a yes in the chat. So I will withdraw my Phantom wallet, okay? So it needs update. So basically, I'll update it. So I'll download my Phantom wallet. So now a Phantom wallet is a landing site. Okay, it's the easiest for me, but every week we shall be discussing a different wallet. So the Phantom wallet is a decentralized wallet, or it is a landing site. When I say landing site, it means that it uses what we call decentralized exchanges. Okay, Binance is a centralized exchange, but Phantom is a decentralized, but it's a wallet where we are going to keep our crypto. So once I download the wallet, I'll need to open it up. Here, you don't need a national ID. You only need to open up your wallet. And when you open up your wallet, mine has already been created. And what you see as a screen is just security of the wallet. All right. So you will be taken through. It's okay. I'm talking about Phantom, but you can use any you want. This is the easiest one. I have used other wallets, but this is more closer friendly. So this is my wallet. This is my wallet. I like it so much. And this wallet is good because it allows you to have different chains stored. And it has so much involved, but I want to do the basic that is important. Okay. So much. And down here, when you tap on the search icon, here, when you create the wallet. So once you download it, it will take you through a few steps of creating the wallet. This could involve a 24 or a 12 watts phrase. Sometimes it even could involve you creating it via a thumbprint. All right. So go through those steps. They're usually very easy for you to create a wallet. So down here, there are even other ways where you could learn. There is a lesson here that opens to you to understanding different things in cryptocurrencies. Okay. So number one, it will give you what is the difference between Ethereum and Solana? What are meme coins? What is a Solana guide? They will also talk about this network. They'll talk about Base, which is created by Coinbase. They'll talk about Sui. They'll talk about crypto bridging. They'll talk about predicting markets. They'll talk about one-on-one Bitcoin. They'll talk about staking. What is staking? A lot, Ethereum, liquid staking, embedded wallets, ordinals, and so much for you. So this will be a learning phase that allows you to get into what we call the decentralized world. Those who started with me, are you together? I'm not gonna get into questions about what I'm teaching right now. Those who started with me, are we together? Okay, yes, I remember Moses, Emma. Yes, you started with me on the call. Okay, let's go. So basically, once you come here, I have said it several times. I am not a meme token investor simply because the reason why I come here, ladies and gentlemen, to invest in crypto, I want to buy those crypto assets that I'll never sell. So basically, they will introduce you to different meme tokens, Bonk, Phantom, Wafi Hat Dog, Pengu, CAPX, Popocat, Peanut, and basically these will be meme coins that are related to the Solana ecosystem. Okay, right? Basically, most of these meme coins they will talk about, they will be related to the Solana ecosystem. So you will also go ahead, if you don't know what Solana is, while here you'll get a Solana guide. And what is Solana? They founded in 2017. Okay. What can you do on Solana? You can buy, sell, and trade NFTs. Okay. They will talk about explore the lending Solana NFT. So basically, when you start, I would just encourage you to just get into this the economy of decentralized finance. Just read through, learn about them, have a clue about them, but don't hurry to make investments. In our coming sessions, we shall also talk about so different networks. You'll be able to learn about them. What are EVMs? A complete high performance EVM blockchain guide. So they will be able to explain to you. Have you heard about the Monad blockchain by now? Think of Ethereum after a triple. So you will be able to basically equip yourself with a lot and a lot of knowledge that is moving through the decentralized ecosystem. It's not about investment. So you want to learn about SUI, what is the SUI network? Okay, introducing the SUI on the Phantom. They'll explain what is SUI, they'll explain what SUI does, they'll explain how SUI works. And it's not just about investment, but it's getting yourself looking ahead to understand what is bridging crypto. So basically, once you are here, you'll be able to, once in a while, what are crypto bridges? Essentially software protocols that enable communication and interaction between different blockchains. Think of it as a similar, and I'm not going to go into this, like I said, my lords, just to open up your eyes to you getting informed what happens, what is bridging, how bridging works, and you can be able to go into these articles down here. Have you heard about crypto staking that people talk about, and you want to know what staking is? Okay, what is staking in crypto and how it works? Basically, what is crypto staking? Blockchains such as Solana and Ethereum utilize a consensus mechanism called proof of stake and managed by validators to verify and secure transactions on both Solana and Ethereum. Individuals or titles known as stakers can look up a specific amount of Solana and Ethereum directly with their validators as collateral to support a consensus mechanism. So basically, you'll be able to learn about staking while you are here in your wallet. Okay, you don't know about Bitcoin and you want to understand the depth of Bitcoin. So while here you have a beginner's guide on Bitcoin, when it was created, Satoshi Nakamoto, what is Bitcoin? They will give you details, what you can do on Bitcoin, okay? Decentralized finance on Bitcoin. You can save your Bitcoin. You can read man how to send and receive Bitcoin. What are ordinals or NFTs or pictures on the Bitcoin network? Buy and sell NFTs on the Bitcoin network. So you'll be able to open up your mind about the future. Those who started with me, are we together? Basically, ladies and gentlemen, this wallet will open up your mind. It's a very good wallet, and it will equip you with the future knowledge. Are we together? So basically, here are new ways people can be able to pay on Google. So basically, different companies are bringing different solutions on how people could participate in crypto. Basically, uh, that's what I would like to say, but you will come in here. And next Friday, I think I'll dig deep into these simple lessons. I have not told you to invest. I've told you to have a crew, but as a person, I don't come here to gamble. I come here to build a future. And so, remember, back to the rule of the day. Our goal is financial freedom. So let me first take you back a little bit. So basically, I have started my crypto journey. I've got my Royal Q application. I'm studying crypto like you're attending this class today. I give you where you can study. Two, I trade cryptocurrencies to create a source of income. I build a community of people who study crypto, trade crypto, and build crypto teams. And when I make some of my money from trading, some of my money from team building, I take some of my money every week and I buy some crypto assets because I want to be able to create the freedom that I deserve. Does that make sense to somebody? And that's what we are looking at today, even before I come into your question. So I'll not just study crypto, I'll make sure I trade crypto. That's why we are introducing a new strategy called the Bangwa Bangwa, because the Bangwa Bangwa will get you to a higher risk, but to make sure that you profit. So as you grow your trading capital, at the same time, you are teaching people to enjoy Bangwa Bangwa, to enjoy our signals. You are making sure you are understanding crypto the way you came. It's not the way you are. It means there is growth, there is money, there is team breeding, but also most importantly, there is growth in holding crypto assets. And if you are not ready for this journey, that means you are not ready for prosperity. I don't want to be like, I don't want to have a community of people, ladies and gentlemen, that in the next 10 years, they will say we were around. Huh? Are we together? Let me know in the chat. Are we together? So I want you to be, we were around, we were around. No, I want you to be around, but when there is growth. So if the way you came is the way you are, then you're on a wrong platform, okay? So while here, so what I have done, I have brought some money into my exchange. So this is a Phantom wallet. Where are you, Mr. Phantom? This is a Phantom wallet. Just a minute, guys. Let me see if I could do something small. Just a minute. The biggest question should be, uh, when I come in long term, I should never care about the prices. Does that make sense? I should not say that I'm going to invest this amount of money in Bitcoin. Does that make sense? Your prosperity sits in continuous ability to invest. Does that make sense? So I don't want you to get your $50 and you say, I want to buy Bitcoin. Does that make sense? If you have not yet reached the capacity of being able to have consistent investment, then this strategy can never work for you. Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat. This is not a one-time thing, because if it will only work for you if you do it for the next 10 years. I don't know if someone understands what I'm saying. This strategy will only work for you if you can't do it for the next 10 years. And if you cannot do it for the next 10 years, it's not for you. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? This strategy is basically for someone who can be able to do it for the next 10 years, the next 20 years. Okay? So if you don't have that power, then this will not work for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's for an important notice that wealth is built. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does. Wealth is built. It's not something you do one time. We should be able to have a community of people that lose the gambling mindset that I'll get my $50 put it in this meme token, it gets to $1, I become a millionaire. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does. I don't know if it does. If it has happened with some people, my friend, it has taken them time to lose a lot of money. It's like someone saying, I'm gonna go and gamble in betting and I become a billionaire. Huh? People are still understanding me. Still understanding me. People are still understanding me. But I'm sorry, yes, I got some calls from someone very important. Excellent. Okay, so let's go. So having explained that, so I'll just take you to, so I'll come to my Phantom wallet. And while here, having created the wallet, I'm allowed to buy to deposit some Bitcoin. And when I'm buying, the price is not what I focus on. Give me a one if that is clear. I'm just here to do this for the next 10 years. So it's not about the price. So whether it is at what price, whether it is at what price is none of my business. Because I'm onto a long-term strategy. So while here, I'm supposed to receive. And I'm not going to sell this for the next 10 years. So I'll tap on receive. So I copy the wallet address and it must be for Bitcoin only. So then I go to my exchange. So while here in my exchange, I must have USDT in my exchange. So I'll come straight here on markets in my exchange because I want to buy some Bitcoin. So I come here on market in my exchange. And while here on market, I go on spot. So I want the spot market. So I'll search for BTC. So no record sent. So okay, BTC. So I don't have a history, so I need to just go straight. This is crypto, but I need Bitcoin, USDT. Okay, so if I fail to search, then basically I need to just go through until I get the Bitcoin pair. So I write it on top, BTC. So there will come so many pairs, and I'll focus on BTC stroke USDT. Okay. Those who started with me, I hope I have already explained this. So my role is never the price, whether it's going up, whether it's going down. I just want to be consistent about what I do. Give me one in the chat if you remember that. So I'll just come here, tap on buy. Okay. When I tap on the buy, I have come here to buy. So here it is limit. It means I want to buy at a certain price. So I'll change this to market. I just want to buy now. The price is not my thing. So I will convert all the USDT I have come to buy, and then I'll buy Bitcoin. Okay. So after I have bought the Bitcoin, it's already now in my wallet. It must be here. So I'll refresh and okay, I already have Bitcoin in my wallet here. So I'll come back to my Phantom still, come on Bitcoin, copy the wallet address, come into my Bitcoin here on my wallet, and now my role is to send. So I'll tap on send, and I'm sending on chain. On chain meaning from one network to another network, okay? So on chain, and what do I want to withdraw? Basically, I want to withdraw Bitcoin. So I'll long press and paste, it will automatically match. If it doesn't, then it's something else. Then I'll tap on withdraw. Then I confirm the transaction. I confirm the transaction, then I verify the transaction. If I don't have a passkey, I always say my passkey is not available, and basically I'll be able to collect my codes that maybe I'm using. Then I paste. Then I collect my authenticator. Sorry, the code from my email. I also paste it, and that's what I will do. I don't want to do it every day because I cannot afford it, but I'll make sure that I do it once in a week for the next 10 years. Those who started with me is the message home. Those who didn't, I request you to go to the YouTube channel because me, I started on time. Okay? Is the message home? Let me know in the chat. Those who started with me specifically. Okay? So you don't want to go and have a mindset that I basically want to invest in meme tokens so that they make me a millionaire because things never work that way. Does that make sense? Okay, you must have a strategic long-term approach. So as you trade cryptocurrencies, well and good, it's one of the best strategies. As you make your money with the bangwa bangwa strategy, you are making money, you are getting excited. It's not enough. It requires you to go an extra mile and pick at least once in a week. Okay, at least once in a week. So once in a week, I make sure that I invest in one of the greatest assets in this world once in a week. It doesn't matter how much, whether it's $1, whether it's $2, whether it's 0.5, but consistently, and at the end of the day, in the next 5 to 10 years, you will be grateful. So there are different blockchains you could look at. I showed you how you check. You could look at Solana. You could be able to look at Ethereum. You could be able to look at Sui, and so many to go. So every Friday I do that, and every Sunday I look at Ethereum, Solana, Sui, and many even other networks that I feel could have a long term. Someone is asking me, coach, it means you put all that was in the. I don't understand your question. All right, now let's get into your questions and answers. I hope that message was home. Those who started with me, those who came in late, check with the YouTube channel. I may not be able to repeat that because I'm not the problem. Me, I started on time. Now let me jump into your questions. Okay, let me start with this one. Coach J, if I may ask, do you have a setup video for HTX futures? Not yet. But after you have done your API with HTX, you don't need it to redo your API. Your API is automatic. It works. So you just need to start up your trade. The only challenge with HTX is that Roku is not allowing more than 1x. Okay. So if you put in $5, it's $5. So Roku is not allowing more than 1x. Some people have developed an idea, sir, of changing the leverage in the exchange and keeping Royal Q to 1x. They change the leverage to 10x, then they keep Royal Q to 1x. I hope I've answered you that way. Someone is saying the 1% 100x strategy that is going to be launched today. Today, there is no launching anything. Okay, I have said it in the past that we thought we'd launch it today, but there is nothing we are launching today. We are already giving out our signals of 1x. How many of you have seen those signals? How many of you have seen those signals? Let me know in the chat. How many of you have seen those signals? Okay, we're already giving out our signals of 1x, please trade. Now the question, someone is saying that the 1x 100x strategy, does it mean if I put in $50, I get $50 back? No. The 1x 100x strategy means that you're going to trade, I don't know how many coins there will be, but as you use the strategy, you are looking for 100 successful trades. Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat. You are looking for 100 successful trades. It doesn't mean that if you put in your $50, you get $50 back. Never, my brother. Never, my brother. We clear. So we are not gambling. We are not gambling. Someone says, I have seen the signals, but I haven't set up the strategy. I need help. I think I have. Have I provided videos on how to set up those? There is no special Telegram. There is no special group. Please, we are using the normal group. I think in that Telegram group, I have shared videos on how to set up. If the video is not yet there, uh, the passkey is now created. I'm back to send. Okay. Just a minute, guys. Post it into post into the. Let me post the video. Let me post the video onto the Telegram group. Posted the video on how to set up your Binance account. Maybe the video, let me post all of them. Let me ask Leader Saul. Leader Saul, could you post for me those videos? Let me tag you where they are. I know you're already in the group because let me tag you, Leader Saul. Leader Saul, could you help me post the videos on the group? Thank you, sir. Mhm. Mhm. So we have set up rules straight. The rules are straight. I'm giving Leader Saul the responsibility of the Telegram channel. He's usually very active, so if he's available, he always posts the information. He's a very good guy. This one says, yes, the meeting is recorded. It means the amount of USDT that you have put. I don't understand. I told you put an amount you can afford. Coach, can you tell me the difference between the stochastic RSI and the RSI? I see it is almost the same. All RSIs help you give you what is happening in the market right now. That's where the focus should be. May you please text here a Telegram group for Bangwa Bangwa. There is no specific group, all groups are the same. Can you tell me this one? I've answered. The signal futures, signal cent, which time frame is considered? I don't know, but a few of the traders I've checked with, they're using 1 hour to check up the signal. Someone says, this one I've answered. Coach J, I'm happy about the futures opportunity you have shared with us. I'm learning and willing to move the change. My question is, how do I create the futures account to start? Because I know how to get signals now. Leader Saul is going to share. Leader Saul, I think you are admin. I think Leader Saul is an admin on Telegram. So let me first confirm. He's going to share the videos and the information. Let me make you admin on the channel also. Is the ambassador log yours? The one with the crypto ambassador log? Is it the one your account on Telegram? Is it the one so that you drop the videos? Let me confirm with you. The one with the crypto ambassador logo and some contact numbers. Is it the one yours, did I solve? Okay, the cost, yeah. We could share those videos onto the group, onto the channel direct.
Yes, I'm going to share.
Yeah, but your name with the crypto ambassador log, is it your name? I want to make you admin on the channel.
I think I'm already admin in the groups.
No, you are not
Let
an
me.
admin on the channel. You are an admin on just the chat
Oh,
group.
all right. I think that's the one.
It's a group where nobody else can chat, but try to chat. I've sent a hi on that group. Check if you can chat. Because when you post there, you can also pin the videos. Good. Right. Good. So you can always post the videos that area. Hope it's okay. Thank you so much. So people with videos, that will be, he's going to share the videos from setting up your Binance account. People with HTX, you don't have anything to set up. You just need to start your trades. Make sure you put your money in your futures account in your HTX and start your trades. I need to learn about this future trading in Royal Q. Please, where can I find videos? Follow on the Telegram channel. Leader Sal could also drop 2 links on the chat area, and on the channel link so that people can join. Please, how do I activate Bybit? I'm not yet familiar with Bybit. Bybit's not one of my favorite exchanges, but if there is anybody using it here, you could drop us some clarity. Coach, what is the difference between Trust Wallet and Phantom? Trust Wallet is on the Binance Smart Chain. Phantom Wallet uses the Solana network, the Solana chain network. Your questions are done, unless there are other questions. But Bybit, I'm not familiar with Bybit. I don't like how the exchange looks like. But if someone has used Bybit here, please, you could guide. Someone is saying, but for you need to use all exchanges. No, I don't need. I only need one. It's enough. I am not able to satisfy one. How can I satisfy many? So Leader Saul is dropping the videos. If you need the link is coming. Some people are saying I should open another WhatsApp group. No, guys, I can't manage many groups. I hope many of you understand what it means to have many groups. Which wallet is the best? It depends on you, what you are looking of. You cannot find all wallets are okay because each one uses a different network. There are coins you will be able to access here, but there are coins you will not be able to access the other side. But me, I don't like Trust Wallet. I don't like it as a person, so I'm not a Binance guy. Yeah, I'm not a Binance guy. I personally like, I'm also not so much a guy of Ethereum. I just buy it, but I'm not so much guy of Ethereum. So I'm so much excited. I love Solana ecosystem and Base. That is basically those two are my favorites. People pause current coins trading in Royal Q in floating loss to withdraw their money in other coins. What's the disadvantage? Uh, when the market goes in your favor, I don't advise it. I don't teach it. Those who do it is none of my concern, but I'll give you my crew. I believe it's a fake strategy. To me, I believe it's a fake strategy. Let me explain why. It's just my idea. It's okay to think differently. If I had $1,000 in Solana, and Solana goes against me, and I remove, let me say, $600 from Solana and I use it to trade. Here comes a scenario, then Solana rises. It means that I no longer now need $600. I need to return more than what I removed. So it means that I will lose the Solana. And if this coin I traded also goes against me, I also lose this coin. So it's a total loss. I believe it's just a confusion stage. The best way is that if you want to trade, because when you are trading, you'll make mistakes. How many of you agree with me? When you are trading, you'll make mistakes. Sometimes the mistakes might be good, sometimes the mistakes might not be good. But when you make some mistakes, you learn from your mistakes. Like I have coins that have been floated for a long time, and I'm okay. I leave those coins there, I bring more capital and trade over again. So I don't need to think that I don't need to reinvest in my business by removing what I bought, then try to use it somewhere. Because where you are bringing your money, you don't have guarantee about the market. I hope I'm right. So me, I don't believe uh, it is a good approach to me. But if you feel it's okay, me, I have no problem with you because it remains your money. Okay. This one have answered, this one have answered, this one the link has been provided, this one have answered. Thanks, coach. Is there any specific strategy for Bangwa Bangwa? The strategy for Bangwa Bangwa is taking 1% from each trade. Simple. Your take profit is 1%. That's Bangwa Bangwa. And it has rules. Leader Saul, could you drop the rules in the group? Leader Saul, could you also drop the rules? He's also going to drop you the rules in the channel. The rules of the strategy. The channel is there, so the rules of the strategy. So the videos about how you set up your Binance account, I've told you those with HTX. You don't need to set up anything. You just need to put your money in your futures wallet and you start trading. That's all. Any other question? Uh, so with Bangwa Bangwa, you need to learn how to pick coins by yourself. If at times we are not able to give you signals so that you can be able to maximize. So that you can be able to maximize. So that you can be able to maximize. More questions? Please, I need to understand about Binance and VPN. To me, in my country, you cannot access VPN with Binance. I don't know which country you are in. If you can access Binance with VPN, but if you use Binance, you with VPN, you stand you stand higher chances of being banned on Binance. That's what I know. That's what I know. You can get banned on their exchange if you're using VPN to access the exchange. There are no features in Nigeria except with VPN. If you are maneuvering it that way, I don't have any prior knowledge about it. Yes, I don't want to give anything I'm not sure about. I don't have, but if you're accessing it that way, but there are people who are able to access Binance without VPN. I've had someone who told me for them they can access their Binance. Okay. Mhm. So, but people have told me for them they can access their Binance without VPN. So I basically, so if you can access, but what I know is that Binance can easily liquidate you. Tradasal will also be uh, cross-posting the signals onto our groups. Thank you so much, sir, for accepting that responsibility to be in charge of our Telegram channels. Thank you so much, sir. My problem is there any sign of getting closer to the altcoin season? I believe the altcoin season is not done. Let me just draw some attention about that. Um, consolidating. If we could be able to, let me see if I could share my chart. Let's see if I could share something small here. To your question. The altcoin season, if you go to crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, the market capitalization, the total amount of money in other coins apart from Bitcoin and Ethereum, you'd find that this is 4 years and the market is consolidating. It's like the market is about to make a breakout. But also on the other side, in the previous seasons that we have had, the altcoin season, even in 2021, Iran did the same thing that you see happening right now. I don't know why these guys play these games, but to whom it may concern. But I personally believe that the altcoin season being delayed is not inevitable. I believe when we look at the general facts of statistics, the altcoin season is inevitable. The market is consolidating, and I believe the breakout will come, and we shall see more money flow into the market. What's happening generally is that we only have big companies and countries that are buying cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin. The the retailers are not on, and one of the reasons is that the main player in the game in the crypto market space is basically USA, and I don't see lowering of interest rates in US like I expected Paul to do because of the war that is happening between Israel and Iran. But I see Donald Trump is pushing so hard for lowering of interest rates. If interest rates are lowered, then expect retailers to come in and boom, we shall see the altcoin season. Hope I've answered you. The altcoin season must happen with money flowing into the market. My problem is margin configuration. Then you need to watch. Attend today evening. Attend today evening with leader Emma. She'll be talking about. I will also talk about margin configuration. Attend today's evening session about futures with my brother Emmanuel from that side of Ghana. Someone is saying, do we set up strategies on Binance and Forex? I don't understand your question. Um, Future wallet failed to reflect on my Binance. My favorite. Then try another exchange. When I'm liquidated on feathers, this is the word futures is not like that. Is it is it only first buy amount? Even if you open a million margin calls, once the coin reaches your liquidation price, they will take everything. Coach, apart from buying a switch at the exchange, I think Bybit also does 1x, but I've written to Royalty about the issue. They told me they will be looking into that. So So let's see. Let's see. You can still be able to enjoy what is available. You can enjoy what is available. You can enjoy what is available. Let me see. You asked me about this. The signals already sent are in which time frame? Basically, it depends on the trader, but most times it's 1 hour. So I can be specific, but most times now it's 1 hour. Is there where we could find Binance regulations on a country? You could write to Binance. But what I know is that you can use another exchange, but Binance doesn't accept VPN. That's what I know, but if it accepts in your country, because different areas have different regulations. Coach, apart from Binance, which other exchange? I don't know, but I've told you if you're using HTX, you can use 1x in Binance and then you change it to 10x on that coin in HTX. Your questions are over, unless there are more questions. Mhm. Someone says, Coach, can you use the same money to short and long? I don't believe so, Paul. Because if you have already put the money in long, there's no way you have it to short it up. Have I answered you well, Paul? Unless it's not yet into the long all of it, then you can short it up because it's in your futures account. Any more questions? Which tool do you use to measure percentage range on trading? It's called price range. When you go down to measurement, when you scroll and you go to measurement, you'll be able to see that. I see coins are now rising. I see Ethereum is rising. Which time frame should I consider? This guy, I don't know. You have asked me this. Which time frame should I consider when given the signals in the Telegram group? It is a signal. If you want to find your own signals, then it requires your own skills. I've told you most traders are now using close to 1 hour. Okay. Leader, is there an effect if I close a running trade before it is 1%? No. You can always tap on close. You can always tap on close. Like I've said it, you can never win all trades. Do you need to set a coin on futures on Binance before placing a trade in Royalty? Follow the videos in the Telegram channel. What is the difference? Follow the videos on the Telegram channel. What the difference of the coin being closed and sold? In futures, it will say closed. In futures, it will say closed. In spot, it will say sold. That's the difference. Can signals provided in spot be used for futures? I'm not sure. I cannot give a guarantee about that because yesterday I was monitoring two coins. I was monitoring the fan coin in spot and the fan coin in futures. And most times I would find out, that the fan coin would be at 48%. Sorry, 37% in spot, yet it is around 35 in futures. So I think these signals should be specific. I don't believe, yeah, the futures liquidity is not the same as spot. So that's why even me, I think so. Thank you so much, my brother Emmanuel. Yeah, so you should not use them. Did I talk about can it be useful to help us not to liquidate a dollar of money? Mm, Liquidation is real. I don't want to pretend with futures. One thing you need to know is that you can't win all trades. I don't know if that message is home. You can't win all trades because sometimes you would say that if the coin is going to go against me, let me sell it. Am I right? Let me know in the chat. Am I right? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. But you sell coin, then the coin goes the other direction. The only thing you can do is that you own a coin, it is on short, then you long it. You own a coin, it is on long, then you short it. That could be the only way you can recover. But sometimes you may sell a coin, then it goes in the other direction. The other thing I believe is to look at your liquidation price. Maybe because nobody can win all trades. Nobody can win all trades. Risk management is everything. Can you close a trade in futures before it hits your liquidation price? Yes. You can go on the coin and tap sell and tap close market price and then close. Yes. But liquidation is real. I don't want to pretend about that. I don't say you will never be liquidated. Mm-mm. But with more margin calls, maybe. But sometimes when the market direction changes drastically, that's why risk management is everything in futures. If you don't want to do risk management, I believe you can't trade futures. Risk management is everything. Please, coach, which one is more preferable? May I prefer isolated? The coin be liquidated without completing margin calls. As long as the market direction changes. As long as the market direction changes, coins can have sharp rises. Like from nowhere, Bitcoin has started to skyrocket. But even from nowhere, Bitcoin can start going down. I don't know if that makes sense. So those, if you can't handle, I request you stay in the spot market because there is money, but there is also risk. So managing your risk is what keeps you in the game. If you can't manage your risk, you can't be able to trade. I don't know if that makes sense. These other issues, margin calls, blah, 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 they are there, you can open. But your risk management is everything. I don't know if that makes sense. If I short a coin and it goes against me and I want to change to long, does the same money into the long? I can use, no, you need more money. You need more money because the money is there already in long. There is no way you can use it to buy short. You must have extra that you are bringing to short. It cannot be the same money. So how can it be the same money? That's what I'm asking you. It's already in the coin. So how do you want it to change the other side? Can you write to Royal Q to put for us a reverse trigger sale? What do you mean? You write. You also you can write. Anybody can speak to Royal Q. I don't have a special box where I talk to Royal Q. Anybody in the business can write to Royal Q. You send an email, I send an email. I'm not the owner of the app. If I take 1% and the market goes against me, does the liquidation happen after hitting 1% in opposite direction? Check the liquidation price. How do you want the money that is already in the coin to be used again? It's already in the coin. You automatically need more money. You automatically need more money. You automatically need more money. So the other thing is that trading requires some patience. Does that make sense? If you can't be patient, you can't trade. It requires some patience. But also because you may be worried about a coin, but also I think also the other challenge I've seen with many people is that when they trade, they want things to happen now. Now, how many of you have noticed that? How many of you have noticed that? Some of you, when you are trading, trading is not about happening now. Now, like someone takes a trade, you want something to happen now. Now, we don't control markets. See more questions. What I see in the chat is a group of people who are worried, but your worry only can end with risk management. Give me one in the chat if you attended that training of risk management. Your worry only ends with your risk management. It doesn't end with when they will take your money, how they will take your money. It is risk management because you can never win all trades. If in 10 trades you win 7, lose, you win 7, lose 3, you are good to go. But if you are scared, I also request you to remain in the spot market. I hope we are sending spot market signals. And I have a group that is focused on that. They will continue sending spot market signals. Please stay where your appetite. Stay where your appetite ends. Saul, there is some I think is off already. Questions. I wish you all the best. Today in the evening, those who still have questions, our leader Emmanuel will be here and he will be answering your questions. I wish you a nice day. If a signal is of 10x 1%, then I close it at 5x 2%. Am I to be liquidated at the same price? Check the liquidation price. Every coin you trade will give you a liquidation price. Check the liquidation price. It's not your statistics that gets you liquidated. So you choose to close the coin at 5x. I recommend taking very little profit from the futures market because it's highly risky. So if you want more, it's none of my business. Is the message home? If you want more, it's none of my business. Is the message home? I don't know if the message is home. I recommend you to take the most possible least profit from the market. I don't know if that makes sense. If you want more, it is none of my business. You can take 1%, 5x. I recommend 1% because futures is all about high risk. Those of you who have not done statistics of high risk, when it comes to high risk, you must be able to take least profit. So it's not about how much profit you make. It's about how many times you win the trade. We have shared the link for the Telegram channel where signals will be shared. I ask you, sir, to use that for now. We have no other group. I wish you the best. That's enough for today. Have a good day. Going from getting more profit as in pausing it. You can, but believe little profit is better than everything. To me, little profit is more than everything. I think I've done enough for today, guys. Have a good day. Have a good day. How can I use my $10 as capital in margin calls? If capital is small, margin calls are hard to calculate. Give me a two, guys. If you cannot open margin calls with very little capital, give me a yes in the chat if it's clear. If you have very little capital, you don't have permission to open margin calls. You use what you have. You are getting confused because you have very little capital. You have very little play space. You cannot talk about margin calls with $10. Even $20 margin calls are hard. Yes, you might ask me to come up with the mathematics, but it's very hard mathematics because the exchanges do not allow anything less than $5. So now how will you open up margin calls? I don't know if my message is home. exchanges do not allow anything less than $5 to be bought in the exchange. There's no way you use whatever you have. If you have $20, it is what you have to open. I know it's hard to swallow. It's a big tablet to swallow. But if you have very little capital, $5, 10, 20, 15, you always use what you have to go into the market. You don't have ability to stretch that my robot buy more with what? So if the robot is accepting 5 margin calls to be your first buying amount as minimum, then you can only open up 1 margin call to buy one more time. I don't know if that makes sense, but you cannot open up margin calls with very little capital because the robot will not buy them because the exchange does not accept anything less than $5. The mathematics here, when you calculate it, it might work out, but if the exchange does not allow anything less than $5, the robot will not buy. I don't know. Does that make sense? The robot will not buy. So if you have very little capital you are introducing into futures, you'll find yourself that you are putting all of it in because you have less playing capacity. I don't know if that makes sense. It's what you have, so you use it. If the market moves in your favor, good. If it doesn't, problem. I don't know if my message is clear. But that's what happens. When you have little capital, you are tied. You don't have playing space. I know people don't like my approach, but very little capital, very little playing space. $0.5 and build it to $10. Very little capital, low playing space. Ignore futures? No. No. Trade. Trade. I don't know. Guys, when I say little playing space, does it mean you need to ignore? You use that you have. Yeah, you start with that carito, you keep putting it in until you grow it. Don't get emotional with making money. Very little playing space means that you don't have capacity to buy more when the market goes against you. But that doesn't mean that you should not trade. If the market trend is in your favor, the profit will be okay. If the market trend is not in your favor, that's where the difference will come from. Yes, and receive, just ignore. Just join the Telegram channel. Right. Yes. Hope that's enough for today. I wish you the best. If margin calls don't work, don't put them in. Yes, have a good